Gally and Dothric already know the full story.
So,
I was in Steadfast, like, before
Let's see if
coming
you
to
can
these
follow
lands.
along, because they definitely didn't, and they're still very confused about this entire story.
Yeah, Steadfast is gone. Something about releasing, demons from the hells. Idiots.
Once upon a time, I was on a airship, going to join the Adventure Guild. Given a, frankly, mind-boggling list of an itinerary that we were going to face in the coming weeks, and a bit of conversation with newcomers and getting to know each other. We head to bed. I hear some strange noises and decide to investigate. I head below, and lo and behold, a suspicious character whose nature I could not discern quite so well, beside that they were amicable to me, if only due to my, let's say, religious beliefs and affiliations.
And she points to Zach and then like looks at everyone else in the room. That's religious?
Honk honk.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't judge. I've seen plenty of strange, ways of worship, but, you don't judge,
Sandra has just,
Some I
here,
really
hang
wish
on.
I could forget about when I was in the library. What an interesting taste.
Okay, it's like Sandra looks back at her, but her face is like this. I put it in dungeon roleplay.
With the matter, at the moment when I entered, I thought I'd been seeing someone that would be a bit more friendly, though. At the time, they left me off with a jape and a bit of warning. They were going to blow up the airship, and I had to deal with that. And so I did what I could of alerting my only new friends on the airship, and seeing if we could warn people of the impending doom. Though, with how things had escalated with the smoke and the sounds of the engines exploding, we only had enough time to jump off, feather fall, and try to see what was up with the ruins of the Adventure Guild as the airship collided and caused a bit of a ruckus.
Damn, that sounds like one hell of an event.
Having survived and having encountered some stuff, we were able to make it out.
My ears are still ringing, kinda.
And that is how the Adventure Guild ceased to exist.
Not to, drop merit from your claim, but do you have any proof that the Adventurers Guild is actually gone?
Actually, we do!
You should sprinkle out the crazy, otherwise this sounds like rambling.
Yeah, Zach, would you mind showing the gem? I think you still have it. Or at least the lich bones.
He has
I'm just gonna give Nicholas a look to go along with what I say. Having reached the wreckage, we encountered some escaped creatures. Most importantly, a lich, and as well as a dragon, who I believe was a member of the guild.
Hang on.
Warned us to.
That actually was a lich in the basement?
Wait.
You are not very high up on the totem pole of the guild.
No, I'm not. Did you see this emblem? I've been spending most of my time in Edgeville and trying to get to Wolf Nora because, well, frankly, I just want to get laid.
Well, to cut a story short, whoever your dragon transforming guild member was, they're dead. The lich killed them, but the lich was damaged enough from the explosion that we're able to take out the lich. Behold, the gem I was able to take off of them. It has been a very useful tool in my practicing of magic.
Hang on. Are you saying that thing hanging around your neck is something with the lich?
Yes, and we've been helping.
It is my trophy.
Yes,
and very useful for magic.
To get rid of it.
And we've kind of been helping this lich maybe forestall the end of days. That's what I pieced together anyway.
Sandra, when you're trying to explain people the truth of the matter, it isn't really useful to jump in so hard with things that are.
I'm just telling it how it is.
You are telling it how it is in the least useful manner.
Dante looks Zach up and down again. How'd you figured for a warlock?
We were technically forced to do the lich's bidding, or, be murdered. and
I
never
mean,
seen her
that's
again.
fair. Liches are one hell of an enemy.
So she
That
dumped
is
his.
going a
And the
bit.
Lich
That's going. That
especially
is
had a
jumping
huge
ahead
grudge
too
against
far.
me. I electrocuted her.
We have skipped over the entirety of the steadfast incident, including including going forth the companion and trying to get jobs
Also,
from
we
the
were
local
kidnapped
thieves
from the-
guild. Then we
Yeah.
are taking a job from the thieves guild, upsetting the thieves guild because we decided not to kill an innocent person who, at the end of the day, was really living their own life of their own freedom in the sewers and being no harm to anyone at all. Truly.
As you're mentioning the Thieves Guild and the trials and
It went
tribulations,
bad. It went bad. Literally,
Uh,
me and Sandra were almost sold as slaves.
Sella like just starts
Ugh.
kind of like chuckling and like trying to hold back laughter.
Truly.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
telling
Dante
me
currently
It's a
looks.
ridiculous story. We know.
So you're
Dante
telling
currently
me-
looks visibly more angered.
A rookie
upon
move, to
hearing.
be sure, to attempt to work for the Thieves Guild for some pay in a town that would have probably arrested us for our abnormal ways. And
As
So
much
then
as I'm happy to
uh,
hear you didn't kill an innocent, are you
And
kidding
then-
me?
then came the dumbest move possible in an attempt to get help and remove the shackle that the Thieves Guild has put upon us, being that they demanded we owe them recompense for our failure to kill someone, and demanding we do whatever we could to pay off their dues. Our horned companion
I'll
decided to
just
pick a
come
fight.
out and say, I'll just come. I
Repeatedly.
started a street fight.
You started a street fight when you were surrounded. You started a street fight later when you thought a guard would help you, and then they killed the guard. And then I wake up in the middle of the night, no warning, no preparation, nothing I could do, surrounded by the Thieves Guild and their lackeys. Told my friends are going to be done something nefarious with, probably slavery, since they don't wish to murder, they only wish to make profit and do whatever their criminal behaviors do. And I am then marched on into their base to obey whatever their leader wants. And then I come through, I do this, I see my companions in a cell, as well as others who were also assumedly prisoners. And I am brought forth to their leader. And he tells me how bad of a situation I'm in, and if I'm willing to make a deal.
You didn't actually make a pact with them, did you?
He did.
I wasn't precisely sure what it was in the moment
Are
because
you-
I hadn't
Are
expected
you
to actually come
kidding
across
me?
it. But it was that or perish, since they weren't very much giving me any situations, and
Super low.
I did not
gonna,
feel in the moment you don't really have many options now, do you?
I'm gonna be that
It was almost
person
corrupted
late.
by the devil, but then.
If we had merely
but then,
skipped town, if we had done something other than, I don't know, start a street fight and get ourselves captured, maybe not leave in the middle of the night without warning me, I wouldn't
Okay.
have had to been in such a precarious
You
position.
shouldn't have gotten in business with the Thieves Guild to begin with! And
Oh,
he
that
slams
That
the
wasn't really
table.
my decision to
Also-
do so.
yeah,
Zach.
the person that was responsible for it, she's gone. We don't know where she went.
So you're telling me the whole loss of a city was over a measly life?
Because I
one?
didn't wish to kill someone, events unfolded, and because we didn't wish to simply skip town and to deal with our captors, we punched a bit too much above our weight.
Well,
And
you
then I
didn't.
was forced to make a choice.
God.
If you weren't willing to keep your commitments with a thieves guild, you skipped town. It's fact.
Lo and behold, my brain is going to explode unless I have.
Dante steps
My
away
patron help
towards
me.
like the fireplace and just is looking at it, and he's like visibly breathing heavy and just trying to keep his cool.
But it's
So,
fine. I have
In case you're
patrons
wondering
willing to
what-
keep me going.
In case you're wondering, also he got infinite knowledge.
He has
Yes, that's what the brain
unlimited
exploding
knowledge.
is caused by.
He
Yeah.
literally just learned Orcish yesterday.
Yeah.
So in
Just
the middle of you
Orcish.
all telling this story, Dothric has like handed Sella an ale, and like they're just sitting there like smiling, listening to this story, nodding, just like disbelief in their face.
And as such, I owe it very much to my patron to help me with my potential aneurysms whenever I attempt to delve too deep into the knowledge, just to be alive in the first place, but also to allow me to ponder whatever I must ponder at a risk of my own faculties. And yet, despite it all, they do mark this mind flayer as something we should handle. So
Can handle literally
it is with the
everything,
blessings
but
of both my
Mind Flayer's
patron
especially
and all
bad.
the bullshit that went forth that we take out this
That's
mind
now I
flayer.
think about
And
it,
you
the
have
Mind-
my ill-begotten knowledge at your disposal should you need it.
I suppose I can be thankful for that.
Ask me anything. Hope the coin flip doesn't
I mean,
take me out of commission.
Where's my
probably
mom?
will take care of the demon. You've literally asked this 3
We
times,
have
I
mind
get it.
flayers to deal with.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mind
Maybe
Flayer,
she's with the
whatnot.
mind. I mean, I
You
hope not. That'd be fucking
promised me
terrible.
this 3 days ago.
Okay, but I need my shaman to help me from fucking keeling over, so I can keep
Is
going.
the shaman in
Guys,
the room?
what I really need right now is we need to get as much power as possible for this situation. If you guys are with me on this, and
Yes.
Chaldrill, we need to go to Castle, and we need to get them on our side as well. We have the entirety of the mid to southern region of these lands on our side. Castle has to listen. And who knows, maybe the fucking nerds up in their tower over there, maybe we can get some wizardry help. I don't know.
Just hoping they don't all compromise, but I'm going along with this. I broke no disagreement.
We not go to the wizard's tower.
You know, that one's
I raise a brow at what is it? I raise a brow at him at him saying that.
Nicholas.
You look like the book-loving sort. Why not?
It turns out they have a huge association with the Thieves Guild. and
Oh,
everyone's got
yes,
Oh
thieves
my
with
I
them.
God.
forgot. They're in bed with the Thieves Guild, which was apparently a demon cult. Or I guess
Great.
their leader was
Ano-
without them knowing
Great.
it.
Great. So once I'm done with all this
Alright,
mind
slow down.
flayer,
Slow
once I'm
down
done
a
with this
moment.
mind flayer bullshit, I have to try to deal with that. God
Okay,
damn.
I must correct. I misspoke. They
So-
didn't know their leader was a demon, so unknowing cultists, I suppose.
What Thieves Guild are we talking about now?
The Thieves Guild of Steadfast, which I believe is now under a bunch of hellfire.
Also
So-
rubble.
But
Yep.
they're involved with the wizards, which means I don't know how much of their association
Seriously,
is still working.
evil wizards? Are you kidding me? You know, how much work do I need to put in to make things good? And he slams the table again with both fists.
Alright, so if
It
the
helps if you
city
have a jovial nature about things.
is ash, how do you know that anyone knows you did anything wrong?
Well, their leader's still there, and the leader's a demon, so... The question is he gonna tell the wizards
I didn't think about
about our not necessarily being cooperative?
To calm his rage,
True.
Dante
We
just
are
goes
kind
and
of telling
doesn't
everyone else
hesitate
about
and
the
buries
problem.
his face in the bear.
Yeah. To be honest, I've not been had enough time to process everything, as it were, until now, so...
Alright,
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're concerned about them thinking we have a connection to what's happened there, we can get somebody to get rumors down there, and somebody from the thieves group right here in the town, so they won't suspect too much. Of course, unless they're in bed with that group over there, you never know how interconnected these groups are. They're either
Yeah.
independent or
It
they're...
feels like there's some
the
nefarious
criminal
power
underground
every
is
20 steps you take here.
terrifying.
I thought all we had to deal with was a demon, but now there's mind flayers and whatever the hell they do. And I can't feel like I can't trust anyone I see these days. Never know who might be
With his
pile of
face,
goop.
with his face still buried into the fur of the bear, just Dante sighs and just. There is so evil everywhere.
Hey, people are terrible.
I just look for the gray
I'm
one.
aware.
I'm in this group.
Or if it gives you a good pat on the back, you get used to
So,
it.
are there any more? Is there any more dirty laundry we should air out?
I turn to Orvid.
Um,
Trust me, I've been dealing with taking out all manner of evil during my travels for so many years. It doesn't matter. When there's more, I don't care how used to it I am. I'm going to be upset.
There's also the fact that there's an evil deranged clown on the get loose too.
What?
What?
Dante
Jeez.
just groans and puts his face right back in the
It's
bear.
a bit difficult to keep some clowns in line, but that's
You know,
Well,
I just
the nature
wanna, I
of
just want to
mirthfulness.
focus on what's immediately
Yes.
here and
Let's
now.
take it
that are
one
the
step at a
biggest
time, shall we,
issue.
Nicholas?
Well,
And,
let's
Yeah,
think
some
about it
answers
this
for
way,
big issue right
Dante.
now.
No good
So-
without evil, right?
I have a
I
proposition.
mean, it's true, but the evil greatly outweighs. I'm trying to get on even grounds here.
I can delve through my knowledge if I have an idea of what I should be looking for. With the help of my shaman, I'm able to push aside the incapacitation that might hit me, though I do take some fatigue,
What
That-
might be the best information we even need
if necessary.
right now, other than where the
Perhaps
hell
your
this mind
shaman
flayer
could
is?
also help if she's up to it and willing to do so. Maybe have her discuss it with mine before that. But
Quite possibly.
we might have 2 shots then per day of just any pertinent knowledge that might be gained. And
What we really would want to know is not exactly what we're up against. I don't know what kind of knowledge we're gonna need for that.
I mean,
perhaps numbers.
I mean,
how
numbers,
deep
of
they're
course, is
entrenched.
something. I don't know exactly what kind of knowledge you can acquire, but just knowing if we can get a where and get a number or something of that nature, or even a
Or
when.
I can
heck,
get
also,
these.
also we need to know if we need to have somebody who knows how to figure out somebody's a mind flayer or not too.
I can
That-
send my
It could literally be
scouts out.
anywhere.
What could your scouts do to figure it out, though?
I think your scouts might
Yeah,
need
they're
some
just-
more
they're just-
training.
Just say they're
Figure out
just
what
gonna-
they're- figure out what we're up against.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
Yeah,
know
I'm
it's
gonna
a
I'm gonna
mind
be
flayer.
honest with you, Sandra. Those scouts, was it their first day?
Not, more like their third.
Yeah, it was sad.
Did they lie to you?
They tried.
Did,
The
did-
previous
Did they
chief
lie
didn't.
until
They-
they could not
they-
lie
they-
anymore?
They lied once and failed so horribly that all I could do was sigh and take them back home to you guys safely.
See, I told them everything will work out in the end, and they will learn from this. This was a learning experience. Now they
I mean,
are ready.
they're very lucky that they were, dealing with me, not somebody
Exactly.
who's
Now
going
they
to-
are
Mind
ready for
flayers, they
field
would be
work.
dead.
Yeah, if they ran into anybody else that wasn't me, they probably would have died.
And they
I made
will
sure they got
learn
home
from
safely.
this.
On that note, we might need your forces to help train ours. The previous chieftain really did not handle keeping any kind
Well,
of
I mean, if
garrison
it-
ready whatsoever.
Hold on a
especially as you
moment,
saw, my dearest Fangal is absolutely fantastic in combat.
So, Gali,
What?
I have a question real quick. With it being a magical sort, if this city's main export is magic, what are the odds they're scrying on us?
Well, probably very good.
Okay.
Well, at least from what I have heard from Erzir, they've been more or less digging in a ruin next to the town and categorizing about everything. So there's been a lot of interesting things that come out.
How do we deal with scrying, Gali?
Yeah.
That's an excellent question. I myself, not exactly able to dispel it.
We get a shaman in here,
Perhaps I
please.
should ask my friends what I should. No, but she hasn't come.
We have 2 shamans. Get them in here.
The
Are
shamans look at each other and look at you.
I think they're in here already, Sandra.
What the fuck are they?
No, mine's over here.
Well, everyone is in the room right now.
Everyone's in the
okay.
war room. My Zombo's out there waiting for someone to come in.
Which, of course, I'm gonna go over to them as well.
Also, I saw somebody convince the chef to kill on sight.
Oi, we don't know how many shapeshifters are about.
I mean, that is true.
I might
So-
need more salt.
Don't even if you want to be chased around with a cleaver.
It's probably my cleaver.
But you're not the one cooking.
Let's just stay out of the kitchen. If he comes out with the food, then he won't kill us.
Yes. On that note,
I just sit down on the floor
while
and
we're
while just
pondering
kind
the
of
question
being
of
exhausted, I just
scrying,
start trying to get wipe with a rag I have in my bag, just trying to get some of the blood out of Setha's clothes because I
So-
still feel bad.
Orvid,
Oi.
how cool are we on my friend out there in the hallway? Main floor, feast
So,
room.
Out of
I'm
character,
not too
um,
comfortable with you utilizing the dead like that, but
To be perfectly
He
honest, he's
peeks out
literally
the
a
door and
spirit.
he just looks back over with a thumbs up, going, "Ray." It's just like,
out of context, out of character, mind flayers aren't affiliated with anything, so I can't use detect good and evil.
Nice.
So,
But
Red.
are they actually evil? Or like they're probably actually evil, but I don't know. How the fuck that's
I
gonna work?
mean, and anything else, they've
Wait a
been always
second.
considered evil inherently.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
They're inherently evil creatures.
I
from
thought
what
last
I
week
know.
we figured out that they're aberrations.
oh no, I don't think detect good and evil detects like alignment per se.
Oh, detect good and evil.
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I'm
and
thinking of
apparently
the
they
other
aren't they aren't on alignment, apparently.
I'm thinking
More
of the
to
other
the-
one.
More to the point, Orvid. I
I
believe
don't, I,
my.
don't see how I don't see how something with sentience can't have a good or evil. But
I think it's really more just like that's just like the baseline
I mean,
NPC,
yeah.
not NPC like monster of they don't have an alignment, but like in terms of who they actually are, I guess they could have an alignment.
Otherwise, they can still
depending
be
on what they're
evil. You
doing.
know what I mean?
It's
Because they
down to
are
the whole-
considered evil.
How are we
creatures.
going to
They
interpret?
are
Are they good or
technically also
evil?
considered an otherworldly foe, so...
Well, I'll tell you this much:
Yeah,
the
that's
church
fair.
doesn't quite smile upon raising the spirits of the damned.
That is where you are misinformed, my friend. As I'm sure
I mean,
Sandra could tell
technically-
you.
I'm sure.
The spell I'm using and the spell she's using are very similar in nature.
Why? What are
We're
you
really
using?
summoning
Yeah.
we're technically just summoning spirits. Hers are bestial,
Technically-
mine are undead.
technically I can summon the undead, I just don't do it, but... There are
All I
apparently
think
clerks
is
that
See,
can.
it looks
what
like
I-
you're more
Dawnbreak would have a problem with it
See,
is all.
It's
I'm not summoning I'm not defiling a corpse. I'm merely plucking a spirit as others do, whether it's a spirit of a construct, a fae,
Boy,
etc. These just happen to be of a more undead bent.
A spirit
Putting
that
it
is resting. That's I let it pass. I don't have a big problem with it as long as it's helpful.
I'm just saying you could take that up with the summoners of other types of spirits, as it were. Not all spirits are undead.
I mean, I don't think my book counts as a spirit. It's kind of just a book. It's a floating, flying book. It's still a
So
good
No,
yours is an object.
So the more necromantic spells, I don't necessarily.
Well, that, on the other hand, as he points at Bosco, is just cute.
Exactly, and he's a spirit, but he's a fluffy spirit.
Bosco looks at you and is like,
I mean, he accepted me burying my face in him pretty well.
It's a shame.
And again, I spent a lot of time with a druid.
It's a shame Stanko the clown out there isn't exactly very cuddly, but he's doing his best.
Doing his best, man.
I hope he's not feeling too bad right now. I've kept him outside, but he'll dissipate.
He's just standing in the middle of the room, not knowing what the fuck to do other than attack if something like evil comes in. Just kicks a pebble on the floor.
So, any clues on how to deal with scrying? I think he pokes
Well, I
with the
guess
too.
at this point, we don't talk about the ongoing serious plans unless it's
Yeah.
Would
through the
scrying
mind.
get picked up by detect magic?
Can it?
I would say technically yes.
Because I
Nicholas?
was gonna say it is magic.
Okay, sure. I'll
Any of our
check that.
shamans?
Wait, hold on.
Anyone?
Do I have that equipped? I used. Oh, no, I don't have that equipped. So no,
Really?
you're out
That's
of
not
luck.
in your bag of tricks today? Alright.
No, it's
All
not.
right, I suppose we'll
We
do that.
tomorrow.
The shamans,
We'll do
maybe?
that before we
Oh, yeah,
talk
that too.
about anything
Sounds-
serious.
They both shake their head.
Oh.
Okay.
I suppose we could blow a chance at reading the words of the world and figuring out how to deal with scrying, if you'd like.
Why don't we see if we can figure it out on our own first before you
Wait,
give
hold on,
yourself
doesn't someone
brain
have
damage?
detect magic?
Okay, I just want us to come up with the pertinent question to ask the universe.
The
Last thing we
pertinent
need is your
question to
brain
ask
leaking out
the
of your nose.
universe is...
It's just a bit of an inebriation and a headache and being on the ground comatose for a while.
Wait, guys.
guys,
Nicholas
shush.
has something.
I have a scroll of detect magic.
We can do it as a ritual, can't we? Unless it's urgent.
Oh.
It's okay, Nick.
I'd say it's kind of
Sometimes
a-
I-
I guess we can do a ritual too.
Sometimes I get overexcited too.
To do that though, and it's not equipped, so I can't use it.
Yep.
I thought.
Do have a wand of dispel magic that we got back in that dungeon, but I don't want to use it unless we know there's magic to dispel.
Zach is going to just pick up the cheese wheel while they're doing that and just start eating into it. It's fucking very tired clown hours.
Well, I
Right.
suppose at this rate, I'm gonna go check on those guards, see if they have anything important on them.
Sella sets down the mug on the table. All right. Was there anything else you needed my assistance with?
Oh yeah, Nick, diviner trustworthiness.
Find her trustworthiness. I actually need to go check. I knew I had something not open. I did not have my D&D sheet open.
I feel that
I'm gonna just go
This-
fucking...
idiocy is par for the course.
I mean, yeah.
With this group? Yeah. He said he would find my mom 3 days ago, and he didn't.
I mean, he could
Why
have
the fuck do you
died.
need to find your mother?
Fuck it. Alright. Which one of you shamans are feeling more or less okay with helping me keep things in my head a bit tightly?
Both of them turn and look at each other and just shake their head no, and your shaman looks at you. We're both spent for the day with...
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
treatment.
Nicholas, you got another blessing ya?
Yeah.
Come on,
Okay.
sock it to me.
Somewhere in this building, do you guys have a wash basin?
Oh yeah, no, sure we got tons. I think I even have a personal restroom you could use. One sec. Do you mind holding me up
Well,
if I
no, like an
fall
actual
over?
wash basin, like clothing.
Oh, I'm sure I got something.
What is underneath Dante's token right now?
Nothing? Oh, yeah, just
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot I put him right there.
Oh.
Bingo.
Right, so
Because
how's
it
the
was
blast
it was
coming?
because I was sitting on the floor trying to get some of the blood out of Sotho's clothing with my rag, and I need something better.
Hey Nick, how's that blast coming along?
Oh,
Or
I
you
just-
exhausted
I
as
already
well?
used it on you, so you should be fine.
Oh, okay.
Or at least
You-
your bless.
Yeah, Dante, catch me if I fall, and Zach's gonna
Can't
do the
walk.
intelligence save.
I can't walk.
Okay, so what?
Wait, you're gonna do a thing?
All right.
I think
what
I should be able
information?
Preemptively, Dante just like
I should be at 13.
grabs Zach and pulls him like flush
we
against
go.
him with just like an arm like across his chest, just like I got you.
I
right.
can't. I can't
What do you-
look. Tell me how bad it is.
What are you gonna ask the universe?
Fucking where across the many planes is Sandra's mom located? Like
Right.
like just give me the fucking universal court.
I
Like
hope it's a
just give me the
nat 20.
precise
Oh,
location,
Or at the very
plane,
least.
location, city, area, of map even of where Sandra's mom is located.
Or at the very least, if she's alive.
Okay,
Where is Sandra's mom located if she's alive?
Go ahead and make your roll intelligence save.
Alright, what's the blast bonus again, Eric? 1d4?
24, yeah.
1d4, let's go.
Dante holds him a little more firmly just in case he might
Plus
fall.
16.
There we go.
So,
Oh my god.
as you attempt to delve through your mind to find Sandra's mom,
Come on, goat mother, where are you?
it ends up being a bit more than you anticipated.
Oh
with
shit, what the fuck?
The linking of Sandra to the Feywild to all of the other Fey,
God damn it, you're Faye. Ah.
the information just kind of flashes past you, and by the time that it ends, you just have a racking headache, a feeling that she's alive, but where is kind of up in the air.
So that's like a not sure if she's in the Feywilds or she's in the Feywilds.
You don't know if it's Feywilds or something else.
Fuck. Do I take any intelligence damage?
I'll say you got good enough to not this time.
Cool. Just oh fuck. Okay. Maybe
You-
just
you-
hold me. Oh shit.
I was gonna say you all right? I
No,
like keep
no,
the
this
arm
is
around
good.
his
He's
chest
still
and then
up.
feel his head.
Thank
He's
you.
still up. This has never happened before.
Alright. I'm getting better at my skills, and I'm pretty sure she's alive. But you could have warned me about whatever the fuck this Feywild linkage is. Like, what is that?
Sandra just puts down her cup and I hug him.
Oh. I let
Okay,
go
I have
of
two
him so
people
that
hugging.
this can happen.
Okay.
This is the
This
best.
is new.
This is the best
This-
news I've gotten in 15 years.
You're welcome.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm
Okay,
sorry
wow.
about all the clownery.
And for the
honest.
first time in this entire campaign, she's actually smiling.
Yeah, sorry about all the delay.
dear girl's happy.
Worst.
Dante looks at Sandra like at the smile and just ends up grinning because of her grinning. It's just like, aw. You are just the cutest little thing. As he looks down at her.
Zach is just gonna try to awkwardly pat the goat.
You can't see if she's blushing under all the fur, but you can assume.
Alright.
Which actually, Sandra, I have a curiosity question.
What? Yeah, yes, but
Can-
what is it? What
can
is
he-
it? Buff, drink lots.
What?
He looks a little confused.
I mean,
and then
I
he-
mean both
and then- and then
Vanderhuge.
he just points at one of her ears. Can I touch it?
I think that's a yes.
Go ahead.
I hesitantly reach out and just start rubbing Sandra's ear out of curiosity. Oh my god, that's so soft. Dante just does a deep chuckle and
Little
then
lower.
stops.
Little lower.
This
Yeah,
is
right there,
also
that's
in
good.
my
Okay.
library.
Yeah, that's.
He obliges happily, just laughing to himself.
Oh, that's really good.
He stops and just laughs. Thank you. I have been wanting to feel what they felt like.
Yeah, sure. Excuse me.
If you're
I need to run away for some reason. I mean, no reason. I mean, I have to go.
As
she-
she
and
runs,
she
speed walks out of the room.
Sandra, as she's running out the door, he calls out, "Well, if you ever want more, just let me know."
You just
I
see
think he
Orvid
likes-
shuffling through the corpses in the end of the hall.
He's just doing his thing, like,
I'm gonna get my arrows back.
I was gonna ask if you had any follow-up questions, but okay, because I have another shot at me, I think.
What's
Or
got
maybe
you
not.
riled up
I
over
mean,
there?
you didn't fall, but I don't want you to push your luck either.
You know, or seeing just mess Sandra, or it's just like, what's got you bothered over there?
Like, what's going on?
I don't nothing.
Dante gives Zach a hard slap on the back. Well, good on you. You made her so happy.
Heavy
Good
shrug
hostess.
as I continue just rifling through.
She is still
I-
smiling, though.
I
You've never
step
seen that.
outside- Dante steps outside the door. The hell are you still doing over there? Just shouting at Orvid.
Oi, they've got some sturdy plate on them.
Ooh, anything good?
Oh, I'm sifting through the
Oh.
pockets right now.
I just got a good question.
Can
Zach,
you
if
slap
you're
a weak
willing
clown
to
and
do
leave like
it,
that?
you could check to see where the mind flayer is.
I'm pretty sure the answers are Zer, but
Yeah, probably.
That's
It-
a
it's
pretty
risky,
obvious
that's why I
one.
didn't want you to do it.
maybe
which-
asking where's the mind flayers. Though of course the
Oh,
question is, are they divining us? And we already said we don't know, so I don't know.
Knowing the numbers might be a really important thing.
Maybe
so
I
you know-
shouldn't ask
Because
what
no-
I'm going to ask, given
Yeah.
that there might be divining on us. I'm not sure on
Yeah,
that.
it
one.
could be. And I mean, knowing numbers would be very important because if we have a estimate of what we're up against, that'll make our argument a little better when we go to Castle.
I suppose that's one we could ask. We could ask without them really having much of a counter for, even if they know that we know that how much they have or how much their
Yeah.
numbers are.
If anything, I don't even know if they'd really care if we knew.
Do you have another-
Because based on how that one was acting, it seems to be very sure of itself. So it probably wouldn't even care if we knew. It thinks it's got us in the bag anyway.
Okay, then sure.
You got another blessing,
Okay.
yeah, Nick? Because
Yes.
Yeah.
blessed.
I don't think you
Yes,
actually have to bless him again.
Yeah, I think you're still blessed.
oh, is that how that works? Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not
one of
aware.
them.
I still have it on.
I,
Just looking
I
at
get
it.
blessed for
You
a
might
couple
have
minutes,
to
it's
take
not-
me to my room.
No
after
no
this, 'cause
worries.
I might not make it.
Dante does it again, pulls Zach where his back is against his chest, and just has like his arms around his waist, just like, all right,
If anything
ready.
happens, take me to bed. This is not a
All
trick.
No worries, I understand.
All right, let's go.
What is your question?
It's like after like a bit of just enjoying this positioning, just where the how
I
what
mean,
is the size of the force that this group of mind flayers has under their control? The number of mind flayers, number of direct lackeys, as it were.
So you're wondering, Chieftain Osiris, how many they have?
Chieftain
correct?
Azurus and the faction they are a part of. What are their numbers?
All right, go ahead and.
What are their numbers? Mind flayers or lackeys? And let's go.
I'm back.
Nice.
Yeah, there we
Okay,
go.
we're back to regularly
So-
scheduled Caesars.
So Zach, as you attempt to divine, your
Oh, gosh.
mind goes, and as it falls back, you just find your consciousness falling and falling and falling.
Can I clutch my gem? As
You
I'm doing this, just like instinctively hold my precious.
You, in your mind, reach out for that gem, but you find that you do not have a body. You just are. And as you continue falling through the darkness, you start seeing glint around you. You attempt to discern what they are, and you just see hundreds of eyes staring at you.
Well, that's
Biblical angel, is that you?
So, Zach, how many are there?
And Zach, go ahead and roll that 1d4 for intelligence damage.
let's go less excitedly. How bad is
Let's
it?
go!
The baddest.
Oh.
So, as you
It's a lot.
fall into darkness, you're the next. You do not know how many hours. You are just in this vast darkness.
So
with
he just
eyes.
immediately went limp in my arms.
And he doesn't exactly go limp. For you, Dante, as you're holding, you feel all of the muscles tense, and then he just starts seizuring. And
Oh dear, oh no.
shaking,
Shit.
foaming at the mouth of
We've
it.
seen this
and
before.
I immediately like pick him up, like just arm behind the back and arm under the knees, like pick him up, and he's like, okay, it's all good.
And
You just gotta let him ride it out.
That
He's
was
just
intelligence,
gotta ride it out.
Yeah, he's gonna have to rest a couple days.
Can you guide me to his room?
Yeah, sure.
I need to put him on some. I need to put him on his bed.
Yeah,
He needs
yeah,
something.
sure.
He needs something soft, or else he might hurt himself during this.
Which one was his room again?
The big room, we assume. The
Yeah,
chicken room.
we
that
haven't
room's
mapped the
probably
rooms.
biggest one.
Yeah, but it's
Yep.
just like vaguely bleh.
yes,
It's like vaguely, yeah.
it is
it's-
conveniently off screen.
Yes.
We have
Nice.
we haven't mapped the rooms. We
It's just
haven't
a
had
room full
need
of
for them
a
yet.
bunch
Yes.
of half-eaten sweets and
Yeah.
clown paraphernalia and a ominous.
I look a little confused as I walk
Altar.
into the room as I see what's there. And I'm like,
an altar
warlocks.
to the honk mother.
Warlocks are interesting. Yeah, that's all I
Candy.
got. Interesting. And then he just places Zach on the bed and making sure there's nothing like hard or solid that could hurt him when he's seizuring.
So this is what it's like in here.
Never been in his room before?
No,
Eh.
I usually don't associate with him. I have a note on my door that says no clowns.
He has a
Nice.
huge fear of
Dante just laughs, just nice.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
Oh, got it.
Oh.
So back in the actually,
Dante's
Jumping-
gonna be staying with Zach during the course until the seizure's ridden out to make sure he's okay.
so jumping on over to Orvid.
Who's just happily
In rifling
sifting
pockets.
through pockets. He's just kind of whistling as he
Having a good
it's like,
time.
ooh, this is nice.
So Orvid, you find 2 sets of full plate +1, 2 great swords that need to be identified. Technically, the armor needs to be identified as well, but
We have a thing for that, yeah.
you find
That's the way to do it,
2
too.
scrolls, one on each of them.
Are they
And
readable by the paladin spell list?
nope.
Okay.
And then you find 2 potions of cure moderate wounds and 2 potions of giant strength.
Okay. So
Anything good?
fine. Oh, a good couple things. I guess we need to get some identification on the
Well, I can do
weapons and
that.
armor but I
Nicholas
figured
is
good
there's
at that.
some
I'm
special.
gonna have to sleep it off first before I can do that.
You can do it as a ritual, remember?
There's these
Just take one longer.
there's these 2 scrolls. Pass them around and see who can read them.
Yeah, sure. I go off and I find Nicholas. Are the shamans still in here?
In the war room, yes.
Okay, I head on in here. Hey, magic guys, anyone know how to read these?
I can probably.
Galley.
I kind of
walks
pass them
on
around.
over. Galley. Both. Okay, so Nicholas, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Oh, that's. I
Fine.
think I have a 7 in Arcana, or at least a 6. Yeah, 7.
All right, so
Nice.
you pop a glance at them, and you see like they have the name written on it, and you see both of them are actually the exact same scroll. They are 2 scrolls of Liamon's tiny hut.
Sheesh.
Galley, looking at these, she just kind of turns and looks to Sandra. Would you mind if I kept one of these to scribe in my spell book?
Go ahead.
All right, appreciate it. And she goes over to the desk over here and, eagerly pops out the spell book and starts scribbling away.
We've seen Tiny Hut before.
So you said it was 2 potions of moderate healing and 2 potions of strength? Or
Yep, potions of giant strength.
okay.
And I kind of make my way back to Orvid.
Make my way.
Making my way down.
At
Yeah.
this point, he's basically peeling the armor and weapons from the corpses.
There should be
Just undressing corpses in the
Well,
doorway.
Not undressing them, but like unarmoring them and setting the armor to the side.
there should have been 2 reinforced arrows embedded in that one's torso. I need those back.
Flips it over to look at.
Just flip.
Clank clonk.
If it's magical,
Clanging noises.
Yeah, they're
if it's magical, it'll be resistant enough to survive the flip. Don't worry about that.
magic arrows. I'm familiar with these things. I desperately
so-
want more of them, but
Yeah, you can wrench those arrows out of the corpse.
so I go ahead and I rip them right on out of there.
Lawnmower cord.
Elegant. So yeah, you can easily get those back, and was there anything else you wanted to do with those corpses?
Fertilizer.
Well, don't have Orvid would not know the adequate spell, and you probably wouldn't have a use for the corpses, and he doesn't really know someone that could cast the particular
Fertilizer.
spell. We have a cemetery for a reason.
Fertilizer. Wait, actually,
He's
I should
going
ask.
to-
I should ask. Out of character, these are kind of ghostly tokens. Are these like actual people with physical bodies that were alive at some point?
Yes. Can I have Orvid and Sandra make a medicine check?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I could help.
Oh, that's a +2. Nice.
So these 2 bodies, like visually on the map,
Wait, you guys do a
Natural
medicine
20.
check? Or not. Sandra looks like she knows what
So,
she's saying. I'll go back.
I'm
Bye.
not paid to think.
so the reason that they're blue is they are Azure guards. It is blue armor.
Mhm.
So, You can go ahead and repaint it however you want. But Sandra, as you're kind of pulling out the bolts, you notice something very weird.
Oh.
The blood is slightly... It's almost a deeper blue, not the usual orc blood color. And as you look from the back, you brush some of their ponytailed hair aside, and you can just see strange veins rippling through their neck.
Don't think they were,
I need a medical professional in this room.
Hello, yes, it is I.
I'm
Say,
zoomed
Zach,
in.
what-
I have a
I'm
plus
zoomed
6 in
in
medicine.
super far. I'm zoomed in super close right now. You came out of nowhere.
Orbit peeks into the war room and he's just like, "Hey, Zach," and then he doesn't see Zach in here. Just like, where does Zach go?
Zach is down. He
Oh.
peered into the infinite, but I did find out my mom is still alive.
Oh,
Medicine check away to
okay.
see why this orc has blue blood.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
this would be an Arcana check.
Oh my.
Oh, well,
you
change that to a
sure?
+7. That still works.
Sure. So, you... I will say, for this, you would need to dissect the body. Do you wish to?
Oh.
Sandra pulls out a dagger.
Okay, sure, I'll try to dissect it.
Maybe not here though.
Yeah, maybe not here either.
You move the corpse off the carpet, and where do you want to cut it open?
Bring it to the table here.
This poor table. What did it do to you? Anyway, I've moved the body for you. So, just as confirmation, you both are gonna, start cutting this open and investigating, correct?
I hand him a dagger.
Okay. So, as the two of you start chopping this corpse open and dissecting the neck and brain, you can actually see it kind of... More or less, Nicholas was mentioning this prior. You see something that it has since died, but it is a parasite-like creature that it is on like the base of the brain stem with various leg/claw appendages that are sunken into the brain itself, and it is what is bleeding this strange ichor. And Nicholas, you are easily able to identify this as, this is some mind flayer stuff. This person was absolutely underneath the control of the mind flare. They had parasites placed in their brain, and that's why they were doing it.
So this person was possessed by a mind flayer.
Out of character. So is this character right here helping or just watching?
Oh, Gree?
Is Gree helping or?
He's having a good time.
Gree's fucked off, honestly. You don't know where Gree went. Gree just fucking is done with this shit and is gonna... You hear a bucket get set down in the hallways. Gree pulls out a sponge.
Ain't getting paid enough for this shit. Now they're dissecting where we eat.
Nicholas, as you look past as Gree's scrubbing up the ooze, Gree just sees you cutting open an orc corpse on the table, and just the 1,000-yard stare of, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to clean.
Sorry.
Oh god.
But yeah.
You see, this is why I eat on this side of the table.
Zach's not gonna like how the table. Well.
Orbit, as you motion to the side of the table, besides the horrible scorch marks from where the fireball exploded, and all of the food and cups are now laying over on the wall over here. You notice that there's quite a large amount of beer stains in this table, specifically where Dothric sits. This table's already kind of fucked, and fireball didn't help.
All of the footprints as
Wait,
well of people going over it. Oh, this chair is non-existent. It just exploded after getting smashed on something.
This is why I eat on this side of the table.
I usually eat over
How
here.
does that side look?
The shaman walks back out and just sees all of this and goes, I'll write to the report for the coffers. This side of the table had a number of people running across it, so there's certainly, dirt, boot, and blood marks
Bunch
all
of
over it.
hoof prints on top of it.
Why is there a body on the table?
We were.
I was checking to see why it was bleeding blue blood, and yeah, it was possessed by a mind flyer.
Sandra holds up a
Yeah.
dagger covered
I
in blue
had
blood.
stepped away for a moment. Is
Is
Zach,
Zach
is
fine?
Zach, is Zach done convulsing?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well,
Good time.
Usually last.
Dante's just kind of staying there, like kind of just like sitting on the edge of the bed, just kind of like
He takes
ruffling
water
his
from
hair,
her.
just like waiting for him to be done putting it out.
Hey, Orvid, throw me a bottle of alcohol, whiskey, scotch, whatever you have over there on that side.
He gets up and walks to the corner to see whatever's left that got blown off the table.
There is only one surviving container, and it is a metal container that you know is Dothric's fire whiskey.
Well, no, he'd kill you if he found out this was missing.
Well, there's a fire whiskey.
Yes, fire water.
It's not worth it then.
He basically tucks it in.
Choice.
I'll just wash it off with water. It's fine.
Yeah, just tucks it in, waits to give it to Dothric.
You after a couple of seconds here, Dothric pops his head out. My ale senses were tingling.
He is like half putting it like in a side pouch, and then he just like looks at him and takes it out of the pouch. The flask survived.
Dothric walks over, rips it out of your hand, pops it open, takes a swig, and just goes, I thought something was wrong. And he puts the top back on and sticks it back in his secret place. It's under the beard.
Nice.
Okay, that. How'd he do that? That is a legitimate superpower. Can he do that from like a continent away, or is there like a range
How
on
many bugs does
it?
he have in the beard there?
The beard folder.
Just like, how much is in there?
Wouldn't you like to know the magics of the beard?
I gotta get in there.
But was there anything anyone else wished to do at this moment?
Dante's just waiting out for Zach to stop convulsing so that he can properly like situate him.
I'm good.
It takes a good hot second, but eventually it does calm down. Zach, you're a bit concerned about what's going on inside of their head. Their eyes are pretty kind of concerning. Just despite, not having a lot of control over their body, there's a large amount of fear in their eyes.
Well, understandable. I was gonna say, Zach, do you wear armor?
Yes. It is
I
half
say-
plate. There's a
say
lot of it.
once the seizing actually stops, Dante wants to just, carefully remove the armor off him, so in case he convulses, or in case they convulse again, it doesn't hurt them. And then just kind of tuck them in, like, to bed, like, just kind of ruffle their head, like, well, I'll check back in a little bit, buddy. Hope you come back soon.
Been a long day there, champ.
Yeah, essentially, it's where he's at, just like, yeah, been a rough day for you, bud. And once he's done, like, checking on them, he just kind of goes back to the main room. What are you fuckers up to?
Is that
Well, we
Whoa.
got
is
stuck
that
in the
actually
Why
your
is there a
reaction?
dead guy on the table?
Well,
Sandra
we
kind
wanted
of-
to see why he was bleeding blue and he was possessed by a mind flayer. I think both the guards were.
Sandra kind of lifts up a dagger. It's covered in blood.
My.
We're looking for
And
parasites.
No, it is not today's dinner. I hope not.
Yes, I don't know how edible that would be.
You want to help? I have a third dagger.
Wait, what are you doing?
You're
Dissection.
curious?
Why
Yeah.
are you dissecting it?
We're
I
looking
just
for
said.
parasites.
It was controlled by a parasite. So
Well, I mean, I
dissect-
understand that, but I mean,
there is-
is there actually something I know it was controlled, but do we actually need to get a parasite out of here?
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, no, it's already dead.
Say, and wouldn't it be in the head?
We're
And at that
Yeah.
point, you're just asking us to take Mr. Big Hammer there and smash that thing open.
this is like an autopsy. It's. Do you want to help?
Sure.
Okay, and Sandra, you have no idea where she's keeping them, but she reaches behind her and pulls out 4 more daggers. and she's just like, take your pick.
Okay, I guess I'll use this one. At least this will be a little more precise than my claws. I'm used to a different kind of dissection.
Oh.
What kind would that be?
Dissecting by
He
claws.
kind of tilts his head in a really kind of look at her and just kind of flashes the claws and the really sharp shark teeth.
There's the
Like-
image. There's the images of her daggers.
Kind of expect her to have him to have Wolverine claws.
Just coming out of my fucking knuckles
Yeah.
between them. Nope, just long, long, not super long, but he has black claws. Wait, how much dissecting are we doing here? What are we going for? I am so confused.
How much dissecting have we done already?
Enough to know why we were dissecting in the first place, which was why did it have blue blood and it was a mind flayer's blood?
Do you need to go deeper or?
I don't think so. Also, how is Zach doing?
He did, or they stopped convulsing, which is good. They don't look too hot in terms of sanity. They just looked very afraid. Obviously, they're going through something pretty rough right now, but, I got their
Fortunately,
armor
the
off,
knowledge-
and,
Sorry.
I got their armor off them. They're tucked in. They should be okay. We can check on them in a little bit.
Yeah, the knowledge unfortunately is a bit risky to go down. So
Yeah.
it oftentimes hits his intelligence.
And that's
So-
fair. Understandable. Otherwise, should be fine for now.
Yeah.
There's nothing hard around him, so shouldn't hit anything. Should be fine. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not a doctor. Saying that now.
Well, neither am I, but
Wait a minute. This fucker. Man. Dante has a flashback to when like the explosion happened in the room and how it hurt Sutha. And so Dante just reaches in to literally just break open the rib cage. Just as his own little form of payback.
Well, you either wash your hands after that.
Yeah, actually.
No worries, that's fine.
Yeah, so
As he's just as there's just the sound of cracking bone.
actually, Dante brings up a really good point here. What does the room look like? How scorched are we talking here?
So the fireball that no, wrong button. So the fireball exploded here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of the carpet's fucked. It didn't stop burning for most of it. And the side of the table is, the closest bit. You can see fireball definitely scorched it. It's not terrible, but it's like a wave of flame just quick washed over and kind of burned surface layer.
What about the wood floors?
Yeah, same there. The big scorch mark, and the floor carpet. It's something that it's gonna take a little more than just scrubbing to get out.
Understandable.
Goddess, we made a lot of
So,
made a huge mess here.
got some shovels?
Boy, actually, I
For what?
think I might.
What do you mean? We have dead bodies.
He's gonna
Fertilizer.
appear. We're not gonna use them as fertilizer.
Yeah, blue blood. Look at this. I point at like the completely ripped open rib cage and just all the internals on display. It's all blue.
It decomposes all the
I-
same.
We don't know.
peer
It could hurt the
into
crops. You
the
don't
war
know.
room, and I ask, what do you think we should do with the bodies?
Who are you asking?
The
Either that or we burn them.
shaman.
Well, we do have the cemetery over at the church. Or if they wish for a funeral pyre, it's more or less kind of up to whatever you would like. Depending, usually for war times, there'd be mass graves, but since they're just these two, it's likely we can just give them a proper burial over at the church.
Oi.
Actually, I could repair the table. Wait, do I? No, I may not have the.
I think
ability
it's
to.
gonna take a little bit more than mending to fix this table.
Better off just making a new one at this point. Maybe one with gaps in it? Like multiple tables? So we don't have to keep stepping over this damn thing if this happens again?
You know what? I'll go ahead. I'll give it a shot. I head over to one of the scorched sides of the table and I go ahead cast mending just to see if it'll do anything.
It repairs it a little bit, but it's gonna take a little more than just basic mending.
Just call the carpenter, Sandra.
I don't have the patience for this.
Accurate.
A whole lot of prestidigitation and mending, maybe.
Just get new table.
Here you go, creating another fable.
Say, just call the local carpenter. I'm sure they can make a table.
We are treating this thing better than how we did in Roan.
Or we could just make one out of magic.
Call back.
Is that even a spell? I don't know if anyone has that as a spell. It's
Just
like a
call. There's a carpenter in your city. I assure you.
How do you know so much about our town?
Everywhere has a carpenter.
You don't have a point. Carpenters are quite common.
We literally
Unless
build
if you
everything
are,
out
like,
of
in the
wood
most-
or stone. If you didn't have a
Yeah.
carpenter, I'd be very confused.
It would also be like Like, I think only like the most savage of savages would not have a carpenter. And I'm not
Or at the
even
very
sure.
least, like a woodworker, like the man who
Yeah.
cuts down the trees might be able to crudely form something out of the wood he got. Like,
All right.
you have somebody.
All right, I get it. Thank you, Slab Bulkhead.
What are these names?
Give me time to come up with more. Actually, I'm running out.
Please no.
All right. He just kind of concedes, like, all right.
So,
At this point, you're just gonna forget my name entirely. I'm just gonna be whatever nonsense you come up with.
I remember your name. It starts with a D. It's
It's Fishy McBoatface. No, it's not. That was a joke.
Fishy Speedboat Jesus.
Oh
Don't
shit! Wait, how'd you know that? So you have heard of me.
Hold on, I'm gonna actually
Why'd
do
I
a
say that?
history
Who's
check to see-
Jesus?
I'm gonna do a history check to see
Surely
if
you mean
I've heard
Robo,
of that name.
the
Hey,
divine
you have
Who's
heard
Jesus?
of me then.
Lord of the
Okay,
Mountain.
It's a name that
Oh,
you
I have a
know
+7 in
occurred for
history.
me.
Ooh,
In one of the towns I had gone to, it's just a name that had been given to me at the time.
So, Steve, can I do a history check on if I'm familiar with Dante's second name?
I'd say, like, it's such a
I acquired it in Riverside.
off-the-wall fact that would there be a reason for you to know their name?
Well, apparently Sandra somehow heard my name by somebody who interacted with me at some point in Riverside.
Or she's lying.
I've been around.
Okay, how could she guess a fucking name like that?
Wait, Dante, are you a carpenter?
Sandra has been to Riverside.
No, I'm strong, but I'm no carpenter.
Huh.
Actually, wait. Actually, what would be building under? Like building stuff. Would that be sleight of hand?
No, it's
No.
a specific proficiency.
Yeah.
It's a tool proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Okay. I'm gonna get to helping Grease mop up the mess.
Hold on, I can make water. Wait.
Dante basically
Wait,
just
I haven't
picks
even- I
up
don't
the
have that
body
much
that's on
wood.
the table. Okay, where am I taking it?
so we can just speed this up and say that you begin the cleanup process. Is there any last things anyone wants to do before we wrap up session for today?
I will help with the corpses by taking this one all the way down here that we kind of just left there.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah, that kind of happens on occasion.
Oh,
Okay, I
what
guess-
happened to Zombie Boy over here?
He's just
Oh
chilling.
yeah, no,
I
there's
mean-
okay. That guy should have stopped existing
Yeah.
Yeah, at
yeah.
some point.
I guess there's
when I
the-
got knocked out.
There's
Yeah.
the identifying of the equipment that we got, the great swords and the armor.
Okay, so how do you go about identifying the armor?
Nicholas.
Oh, sure.
All right, Nicholas, how do you?
Um,
Can you do it as a ritual or
I should
does that no?
do it as a ritual. How do I check if it can be a ritual?
You can and you
Yep.
have.
Yep, identify as a ritual. Yeah, on your right. So yeah, I'll do it as a ritual.
Cool.
40
Uh,
stain paking minutes later.
Yep. So you are able to identify the plate mail +1 does have an additional enchantment on it. When attuned, someone somewhere is able to discern the location. Who it is, you could probably take a shot in the dark. But this armor is specifically made for the guards so that whomever is needing to be in control of them can know where they are.
Oh crap.
So don't wear them. Gotcha.
Oh, it has occurred to me. We need. Do you have a spare room in here? So I have somewhere for Fangal and Sutha.
Do we?
We're starting to run out of rooms, but
Just one for Sutha and Fangal, and they'll be good.
we can certainly have that arranged.
Thank you very much. I can always saddle up with Zach to make sure he's okay. Or unless anyone else wants to lend me their room. As he just leaves it like an open-ended flirt.
Not
Your
see-
sign
not
does only say no
seeing-
clown.
In 4
Not
different languages.
seeing the implication, he's just like, or it's just like, oh, I don't mind sharing a room with Dothric if you need it.
I see. He just kind of chuckles to himself.
Yeah, you can tell, like, it completely went over his head. Just...
He just kind of is just like, oh, you poor thing.
He
You're there. It's alright.
grew up in church, what do you expect?
Yeah, he's just like, I have no idea what's going on, and I'm over here just like, oh no. I'm a delinquent with a church-going person.
Yeah, I guess we can keep that feature in our back pocket with the armor in case we want to
Mhm.
plan a trickaroo.
Yee.
But the weapon.
So, do you have any thoughts on that, Sandra? Just kind of reaches and like squeezes one of her ears, like playfully picking on her.
Sorry, what?
Jose, do you have a bed to share? Do I roll for seduction?
Oh boy.
That's up to you.
I roll for seduction.
Oh no.
Let me see. I already forgot what my modifier was. Don't worry, my modifier isn't good on this. So
Just nat 20 it, easy.
Yeah.
nat 20.
Watch it actually be a nat 20.
4.
What that
Damn.
for?
I would like to.
Sandra's just too awkward and
Okay,
uncomfortable.
roll.
I would
roll
like to
wisdom.
saving throw regardless.
Are you sure you want to risk it?
Yes.
Get a nat 1.
What's my charisma save here?
Would it be a wisdom against?
No, it's charisma.
Yeah,
It's
it would be
charisma.
charisma.
Charisma to charisma.
Yeah, just a d20 in your charisma mod, I think, against mine.
Also, would you say that you are attempting to charm me right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's because charm
Not a
is like
magic
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
charming is magic. I'm literally just being
Using the
flirtatious with
words.
you.
We're using the words that are good.
Dante's literally just having fun.
Have advantage with saving throws against being charmed.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
It
charm
means
you.
magic.
Yeah, that's
it's
magic.
referring to
Being charmed
magic.
is very different.
Charming is always been a
Dumb.
term for magic. In the
There's nothing to
beginning.
do.
It's an 18.
Okay.
Yeah, Sandra's just too uncomfortable. It's just like, no.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, going a little fast for me there. Gonna. Excuse me, I need to go this way for no reason. I mean, some reason. I mean, I gotta go and harvest
Dante's
the fields.
just standing there, just laughing.
I gotta
You know-
go and harvest the fields because the potato season. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Remember, if you're nervous, just imagine them in their underwear, which is not far off from your actual appearance.
Oh, she is blushing like fucking crazy under all that fur.
Dante turning to
can't
Orville.
see it, but
I
you
don't
know.
I don't have anything on under this. Though,
And
so.
when you really think about it, that form of expression is actually terrible. Especially if they have like the hots for you. That's the one thing they would kind of want, and that would be even worse.
Yeesh.
I always have the washboard on display. Everyone will be intimidated.
Anyway,
And noises. Fucking.
with that, I think we are good for today to wrap up session.
Yes.
Back to Zach's room to make sure he's not fucking dead, and just spending the night with him in his room. Just
Just a
like
shivering
leaned,
cold.
like literally like leaned up against something, dozing in the room while watching Zach.
Just a shivering, convulsing clown.
Yeah. By the time it rolls around to dinner time, you know, everyone, Zach, you come back to the realm of the functioning cognitive ability, and you are able
You good,
to.
homie?
You
No.
Your armor's right there. It's I neatly
I-
put it next to the bed, so you know it's right there for you.
I think. There.
Do
We
you
might
want
be
me to like when dinner's like
We might be
comes out? Do
fucked.
you want me to? I mean I
I saw
understand that,
things.
but I mean you're in a bad spot right now.
I saw things, and I don't know if we're gonna be okay. And it's never been like that before. There's always been someone, but there's never been such a threat. This
Don't
is
worry,
always
we're
supposed to
gonna
be fun.
we're gonna do our very best to stop.
The fun was
what
never
is on its
supposed to
way.
stop, and now it's just.
Hey, that's why we need to go to Castle. We're gonna do our very damnedest to take care of this issue. I can assure you.
Take off my armor.
Yeah, I took off your armor. It's right there. I put
Fair
it right
enough.
there.
Thank you.
Okay, you
Uh,
were convulsing. I was not about to let you continue to convulse in your armor where you were just gonna hurt yourself more if you started up again.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which, if you're not feeling too hot, I can bring you dinner once it's ready. You know, you can have just dinner in bed.
Don't leave. Don't leave. Just
Okay,
give
so
me a
long as
moment. Let me just. I'm gonna put this on, and then I'll just.
Dante just like ruffles his hair,
Just help me get
like
out.
comfortingly.
Just help me. Just I'm gonna.
I got you. I
Zach
got
just
you.
equips their shit, all of it, every single bit. Zach will never
I
be-
just help. I just help you equip it as you're just wobbling. Just like
I
it's
feel
okay.
safer
I got
with
you.
this on. It's the only way.
I know you
I'll
just
even
weren't
ambush
you
them at
weren't
that
safe
once.
with it on earlier. That's the only reason I took it off. Otherwise, I would have left it on.
And I've already been attacked in my bed once. Now it's happening. Where and everything's been going very.
Don't worry. We'll figure something out. We got this.
Thank you. Can you hug me? I need like something. All I've been getting is scorn.
Of course, I got
Or-
you. Dante just without hesitation just reaches around, being one big fucking guy, and just like
It's this very small
enwraps.
clown.
Yeah, like my arms, like I just almost entrap you in this hug and just like hold you really close
Despite
and
the
tight.
armor, they're not very big. They're very shivery and not okay with things. Yeah, I'll just-
During the hug, he just caresses the back of his head, like, "Don't worry, man, I got you."
no.
So we're gonna kick this
anyone.
thing's ass. We're gonna kick this thing's ass one way or another.
I'm sure people can tell, but I don't want to admit it to anyone. But I'm really thankful you came along. Things were
Well,
not good.
Well, I greatly appreciate that. I'm here to help, and anything you need of me, you got me. I may not be in total agreement of your past, but I'm not someone to hold grudges by any means necessary.
You still have more I haven't explained, and the worst part is on some level, I love having the knowledge, because knowledge is the best, but then sometimes it's not so good.
This knowledge definitely doesn't look too good on the outside when it goes awry like it had. You did
Let's-
not look good.
Let's get some dinner, and maybe I'll bring up the matter of the gem I have at some other point.
Hey, whenever you're feeling ready to, by all means. Otherwise, hey, we're having ham.
I'm definitely gonna call in my other patron. Also, ham is nice.
Yeah,
They say, "Oh,
dude.
we have sweets." They must have sweets, right?
Here. If there isn't, I'm sure we can ask. Just don't go in the kitchen. I think he's still on cleaving. duty. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm at this point just gonna not go in that kitchen just in case.
Fair enough. Thank you. Alright.
And with that, the camera shifts over back to the war room where all of the NPCs are currently.
I mean, hey, Fangal and Sutha could have gone to their room.
They're all just kind of chilling there as collectively they are just taking in all that happened. You know, some weird shit had been happening, but
I still need to watch Sutha's clothes. Shit.
Yeah, but there should be a wash basin over there in the fucking bed, private bath.
Got
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, there you go. Use it.
Dante
You
just
deserve it.
Dante fucking bolts.
so as Dante, you go back to Sutha. Her outfit is actually already clean of blood.
Sutha, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I did it again.
You're fine, Chief Dante. Do not worry.
But I feel bad. Your clothes, they're so nice. I didn't mean it.
I mean, you did get me this outfit. I do appreciate, but
Okay, well, so I'm
worry.
just happy you're okay. And he just starts hugging Sutha.
Sutha, as you're lifting her in a big old hug, she just pats you on the back a little bit.
You know, I appreciate you so much. Don't you forget it. And just sets her back down.
No worries. You remind me all the time.
And you points like really just aggressively at Fangal are the baddest bitch on the block, and I fucking love you.
Fucking know it. They give you a high five.
Damn right.
And
Anyways, let's have him.
so with that, the NPCs just kind of have a moment to themselves of kind of chatting about what happened, and as dinner is being prepared, all of them, some more chairs are needed to be brought out, but the Chieftain's Hall is fairly full of revelry and chaos. A truly accurate to the Chieftain. And with that, we will end today's session.
We cleaned the blood off the table, right?
I mean, you didn't. Gree did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there was
Basically,
a huge cleaning effort.
The frickin'
Best
blood
janitor
soaks into the
clown.
wood and...
besto janitor clown.
Also, I only just looked at the fucking skeleton in my fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I submit those as my 3 summon tokens. I don't care that the third one's really shitty.
I love it.
Amazing.
I did my best.
Please DM those to me so that I
Yeah.
can get those added.
That's what happens when I'm in the void.
Can I clean that
Zach was in the void,
first?
but I was making clowns.
Can I clean that first, actually?
I mean, sure, if you wanna. I'll give you the other. I'll just send you all of them, and you can. Actually, wait. You already cleaned one of them.
I cleaned one of them already before we started, which I
I'll
think I
download that and I'll give them all
I
to you. so
feel
you
like
can
I
give them a
did
look.
pretty good.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty great. It looks even more terrifying, actually.
Thank you. The second one, you just kind of scribbled this together. I do like the fog. Give it a decent background. Yeah, that
I
should
wanted
work
to
fine.
avoid some level of looking like I just stole someone's art.
This third
So-
one, however.
Anyway.
I love the third
Yeah,
one.
let's get on with the.
That's gonna take some work.
Yeah,
but
it's almost 1
regardless-
a.m.
It's
But-
yeah. Let's
It
get
is
going.
late.
But
we went
regardless,
unscheduled,
let's
but it
go
was nice.
ahead and wrap up here. I thought we were only gonna get 1 session worth of material. We actually ended up with 3 hours worth of stuff, which is a
Power
good,
of RP.
good
Yeah,
2
RP is fun.
episodes. I said we would probably get some good RP tonight, and we
Mhm.
did. Super happy about that. I'm sure it'll all come up in the after show. But thank you,
Yeah.
folks at home. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Have
Good
some
day.
Bye-bye.
some coins apparently.